FF7, we were going to try to grind a little bit more against the movers and the magic pots, and then we're going to go fight Ruby Weapon. And try Ruby Weapon once. If we don't beat Ruby Weapon, we're going to call it a wash and then go fight Sephiroth. So I would really like to beat this game by tomorrow. I think we should be good. Ruby Weapon. So let me review what still requires grinding. I think we want to finish maxing out our HP plus materia. We want him to have maximum, yeah. So that shouldn't take super long. Let me go ahead and give him the Apocalypse. Okay, so HP plus, speed plus? Sure. All seems fine for now. Actually, he's already at a point where he's almost at max, so we really just gotta finish mastering them, and then I'll roll out of here. Pretty much all Cloud gets is that. For funsies, I want to see how much 4 hero drinks gives. Where are the hero drinks? Gotta max these out for the Ruby Weapon fight anyway, because we don't have any other way to penetrate his defense since we're not using Knights of the Round or Bahamut Zero. So I'm going to try this. I believe the way that hero drinks work is you can use 4 of them and then it caps out. Oh, I should use them on Sid, I guess, since he's the one with quadruple cut right now. Each one like increases your stats by like 30% up to 4 times. Yeah, that doubled his damage. Okay, D-Rock. Everyone's grudge. Should probably finish unlocking Cloud's Omnislash too. We have to use Meteor Rain a few more times. Dragon Dive's pretty great. A mini Omnislash. Let's put a hyper on Klord, the hope that he'll get to use Meteor Rain a few times so we can give him Omnislash. There we go. I hear that, Drew. Actually, so you'll notice everybody else in my party has Tranquilizer right now. As a kid, I always played this with Hyper on all the time, on that same kind of assumption. Although recently, when I was watching some speedruns, I learned that the benefit of sadness is huge. It like significantly reduces the damage you take, and doesn't actually reduce the amount of limit break that you lose that much in comparison. So like when they do a speedrun and everyone's at risk of dying from a single hit, they'll always have sadness on every character, because it increases their survivability so much. I thought that was cool to learn. Yeah, because I guess having Hyper actually increases the amount of damage that you take as kind of a trade-off for the additional limit increase. Yeah, right? I think it might end up mattering for this Ruby weapon fight that I'm trying to build up to here. I want to master my HP plus materia before I attempt it, which I should be able to do in a reasonable amount of time, I think. Hey Kat, how's it going? So Kat, we've already... Oh, I know we haven't done the scene. Let's go back and see the Zack scene. Kat's a real-life buddy of mine. He's played Crisis Core, but not Final Fantasy VII. It's an interesting twist. Is there a glitch for that, Drew Martell? I'm gonna abuse the hell out of Dazer's item that paralyzes him, but I didn't know that there was a way to keep him from knocking out your other party members. How does that work? I don't worry too much about doing that now because it's really just saving time. I mean, the alternative is grind chocobo racing for many hours. Oh, right, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't think that's a glitch. But I think if you revive them, does he take them away later? I don't know. I guess I don't want to risk reviving them and then having him knock them out later. If anyone can confirm 100% either way whether he'll still kick them out after you revive them, would be appreciated. Just mastered something. Let's see if we can take a look at what it was. There's the HP pluses. Is there really anything else we need to master? Do the speed pluses, I guess. Why don't we do these? Well, that's going to be excessive, since those ones already get him to 9,099, yeah. Why don't we do... Let's see. Well, speed plus, cover, HP plus. Okay, happy with that. Alright. Now that those are mastered, I think I'm good to go attempt it. I don't know if there's any other Materia I might possibly want. I think that might be it. You do have to walk out of here. This is one of the only Final Fantasy games that doesn't give you some way to avoid encounters entirely. Yeah, I'm okay with rolling out of here now. Let's give him the ultimate weapon. Unfortunately, he doesn't get any like, vit ups, I don't think. So we'd want. I'm going to increase vit, so and magic defense wherever possible, because that's the big risk when we fight. Cover gives vit, but not a lot of it, so we can start leveling it up. When Ruby Weapon uses Ultima, that's your big risk of wiping. And I don't have the final attack materia for the same reason. I don't want to go grind Chocobo Racing for it. So we're just going to give Ruby Weapon one attempt. If we win, awesome. If we lose, no big deal. That offering action though. Gotta get Genji gloves so we can hit 8 times. Dual wield spears. They give a lot of gil too, which is nice. Come on. Let me go. Can I not exit this way? Might have to go back up and out. That's fine. So we get into more fights on the way. I don't think there's any like pink materia that increases your strength either. Oh, he's on himself. Oh, that's interesting. Let's have him attack next time. I think it would get him close to 9,999. Not enough to pierce Ruby Weapon's defense, but enough to matter. Well, my chat client just crapped itself. Can anyone confirm that chat's still working? Let me take a look at Twitter. There, that went through. Thanks, man, for fish. You can probably see on my screen it just said that like everybody left, but the viewer count hasn't gone down. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you checking. Cool, cool. Ariman! So we get to Mass Effect later. I've planned out what all we're going to put up to a stream vote. Most items are going to be voted on explicitly. Appearance, though, would take like 2 hours to get everyone to vote on each individual appearance item, so I'll more or less set the appearance settings. If you feel particularly strongly about a specific thing, like you want Shepherd to have a specific scar or a specific hair color, you'll be able to spend sphere points then to influence that part. So we're going to do voting on Shepherd's gender. Let's see. Gender, whether they're a spacer, colonist, or earthborn. Whether they're a soul survivor, a war hero, or ruthless. Which of the 6 classes I play as. Some basic appearance choices. For example, the ones that I'll probably put up to a vote will be face structure, skin tone, complexion, scar, eye color, and hairstyle. I recommend FemShep. I really like Mark Meer as a voice actor. He's the male Shepherd voice actor, but Jennifer Hale is pretty great as FemShep. I like that Ultimate Weapon is one of the least silly looking ultimate weapons. There we go. Now we can get Omnislash. What good timing. Right on our way out, too. Went to the trouble of getting it, we should at least use it. Gonna try to get him a full limit meter before we go fight Ruby Weapon, so we can at least open with an Omnislash. Would be nice. Speed it up a little bit, you know. I think I can get back out of here from this way. There's an Ahriman mount in Final Fantasy XIV. Pretty great, the giant flying eyeball. Ahriman is a reference to Zoroastrianism. One of the first dualistic religions, pretty heavily influenced Christianity. Where, like, early Judaism didn't have this like dualistic concept of like there's this god creator who's opposed to this like mythical Satan devil being. That's a more recent development. Inspired though by Zoroastrianism, which is this idea that there is a god of light and a god of dark, like R'hllor in the Song of Ice and Fire books. And the evil god is called Angermain Yu, who, if you've played Final Fantasy X-2, you might know that name. Angermain Yu is an optional boss that's very, very difficult. But the Final Fantasy creators, they love themselves some mythology of all sorts. They use it to guide their naming conventions and characters and summons and all that fun stuff. Yep, boss in the desert is Angermain Yu, the one that you need to have the catnip for. Well, I guess you could beat it without the catnip, but it would be a lot easier if you had it. Oh, why don't I feel like a goofy? Let's just give that. Let's see. I don't really care about the rest of these. Guess we'll do another store, but. Yep, Angerman U, and I believe the good deity is Ahriman. So it's weird that it happens to be a floating eyeball monster in Final Fantasy. Really interesting. It implies that that wasn't its intended use. I have the HD remake. We'll play that on stream. I'm a little sad about the soundtrack being remastered, but can't win everything. No, what am I doing? I don't have my added effect break anymore. I might need to bring that back. Although quadruple cut ultimate weapon is pretty good too. Yeah. But I've got the extra slot, so I may as well equip it. It's a contain. It is also stop. You have 4 chances to break the enemy every time you hit them. Right, so contain? Question mark? Added effects. Oh, interesting. That's in the international version. That's how they nerfed it. For those who haven't played 10.2, there's an item called Catnip that made all your attacks do 9,999 damage. Or whatever the maximum was in that game. It might have been like 99,999. Anyway, one of the classes that Yuna starts with was the Gunner, and she had an ability where you basically shoot the enemy as fast as you could actually press the R1 button in live time. So put those two together, do max damage with every hit, press the R1 button as fast as you can. You could do a lot of damage. Really fast. I did get a bunch of those save crystals. You watch the speedrunners in this part, it's all step manipulation to get the right battles. So there's some really dangerous battles in this part of the game. I felt like it was basically necessary. Like Angerman U wasn't made trivial by Catnip. It was still a pretty tough fight. If I'm remembering correctly, I played 10.2 when it came out and not again since then. Oh shit, he's to death. I thought he had a ribbon. Take a look here in a sec. He does. Alright. Let's get out of dodge. Do a take on Rubes. Rubles. This would be my first time ever playing Final Fantasy VII and not getting Knights of the Round by grinding out the gold chocobo. What I'm trying to do is bypass the gold chocobo like grinding requirement by beating Ruby Weapon first. Because when you beat Ruby Weapon, the game gives you a gold chocobo and you're like, well, whatever, I don't really care. I already worked really hard to get one of these. I don't need another one. But if you get one without actually doing the chocobo racing, then you can go get Knights of the Round easy mode. I am in this game. I see it as a simply time-saving glitch. The alternative would be going to, what, like the City of the Ancients and grinding bound fats for like an hour and a half in order to get all the dazers that I would need, fighting the enemies that I could get or steal mega elixirs from. So I don't feel particularly bad about using that one. I'm trying not to do stuff that's like, I couldn't also accomplish if I just spent a really long time grinding for the item. Uh-oh. I don't know what everyone's level situation is. Phew. Could have been very bad. W item, that glitch is still present in the PC version. I'm not sure if they fixed it or not. PC version doesn't have the region glitch, which you can use to some success. It's where you activate region on a party member and then you pop open the disc tray, and it keeps ticking up, but the game doesn't know to keep loading the next part of the fight, so you can stay at full health. You can, Zelda. It's actually how... It's like a second glitch. Oh yeah, because that second glitch is on the PC version. What you have to do is you have to get into a fight with one of those bandits that's outside Eris's church, and you remove all other items from your inventory, so the only thing they can possibly steal from you is the source. You let them steal the source from you, then you kill them to get it back, and the game gets confused when you get an item back from them. It thinks that it must be usable. So it becomes usable, and then you can W item it and max it out. I'm not going to do that though, that's basically the same as putting in a Game Genie code to make myself unbeatable. But I don't mind using it for duplicating like Mega Elixirs and Dazers, because that doesn't make me any more unbeatable. I can still die. Yeah, speedrunners will do that. If they're doing a glitch-allowed speedrun, they'll need to do that to be able to compete. Yeah, it's really cool. I want to get outside and save, and then I might jump back, like go kill Cloud and Red 13, and then jump back in here and get in some fights just to finish filling up Cloud's limit break. Then we'll go attempt Ruby. I've heard Wild Arms, the speedruns are pretty crazy if they allow glitches, because of the duplication you can do with the coin. I'm excited to play Wild Arms on stream too, that's an amazing game. The new folks to whom this isn't going to sound like a broken record, the mission statement of this stream is to play through every good game that's ever been made. It includes things like Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII, Mass Effect that we're playing next today. I feel strongly we've reached the singularity where there are so many good games that even if you played them 24/7, you couldn't get to all of them in a single lifetime, so... I'm going to try to get as far as I can. I'm going to try to not do that again. I gotta walk all the way around now. There's 100%, any percent, and then there's also glitchless or glitch allowed. I've seen 100% glitchless as well as 100% no glitches. Or, you know what I meant. Yeah, Wild Arms had that sweet soundtrack. It had the Ecstasy of Gold, like, complete ripoff as the world map theme. I only ever played Wild Arms 1. Is 3 worth it? It sounds like it is. Yeah, Kami, have you seen the FF7 any percent glitch that Poexel does? I watched it at Games Done Quick this past year. It's really cool, the kind of crazy shit you can eke out of the engine. Yeah, use the Yuffie warp. Like the game gets confused. I think it's called it's a new game plus any percent not glitchless speedrun of FF7. Ocarina of Time one's insane. Earthbound's pretty cool. Phalix isn't in chat to talk about it. He's an Earthbound speedrunner. He does some pretty crazy shit. There's a lot of warp glitches you can do. Alright, so I'm coming back down here so I can intentionally get into a fight. So that I can kill my allies. Cloud doesn't get blown away. I noticed that any percent speedruns seem to be pretty exciting for the stream to watch. I would be, if I were the speedrunner, it would irritate me. There's a lot of luck component in the Earthbound speedrun because of the early battles versus like Titanic Ant. Are there any actual roles, though, in the Ocarina of Time one? Is it complete skill? Yeah, I don't remember there being any RNG in Ocarina. I like Metroid games, they're like designed for speedrunning. I want to see if someone's designed a speedrun route for Ori and the Blind Forest yet. I need to get rid of 4x cut just so I can more easily kill the party. Hey Gogums, how's it going? I'm gonna go try a ruby weapon fight here pretty soon. Preparing by killing my party members and maxing out Cloud's limit gauge. Yeah, I have 2 mastered HP plus materia. See how much that actually does. Yeah. That's the way. I like it. Oh, grats, Gogums. I've never beaten Parasite Eve. I hear it's a good run. Oops. Oh, I hope they didn't level up. That freaks me out every time. Oh, is he like absorb it? Is he fire absorb or something? Yeah, I think so. Cool, I'll have to check it out. Let me just remove the quadruple cut so he can kill Sid. Yeah. Hey Kiko, how's it going? But they give you the warning when you go down the slope, like, are you sure you're prepared? Then you can just turn right around immediately, it's no big deal. There we go. That's what we did. The gargoyle is like a freebie if you're doing a speedrun because they're very easy to run away from since they start as stone. Nope, I'm just trying to kill my party members and get Cloud's limit gauge maxed out. Evo went well. We got to the late frog stage, and then my cat knocked something over. Like, I've got like a shelf that's by where my computer is. My cat jumped up there and knocked something over, fell directly on my USB connection and disconnected my controller, which causes SNES to crash. So at that point I hadn't done any, preventative save states. I was like, I don't want to start all the way over. I had like maybe 20 minutes to go, so I went back and did a little bit more Battle Kid. We beat the colorful Battle Kid boss. Played enough of it though to get the idea across, get people excited about playing Evo themselves. It is a sweet game. Recommend everyone check it out sometime. And then my cat just stared at me. Like, what? I hadn't fed it yet, so... Ben's a dick. Exactly. Let me monitor his level, make sure he's not anywhere near being one-shot by that. Those guys are like the worst thing I could fight because they don't do a lot of damage. I want to get into a random battle with the dragon. Yeah, so next level he'd be in trouble. We don't want him to level up. Or if he does, we might need to pick somebody up with a Phoenix down and kill him later. Cool. There we go. Yep, you got it, Sanguine. Man, it's like it doesn't take any damage anymore to raise his limit gauge. I'm out of hypers too. That's okay, we'll just slow burn it. That might work. A little bit better. Yeah, I'm a dog person at heart. I do like that cats are solo maintenance, though. That's the shitty thing about dogs, like you can't leave for a weekend not getting someone to watch him. But I grew up with a husky. Dogs are my jam. Shit. First world problems, Cloud is too buff. Turn off counterattack for the next one. If I could get a dog that has all of the benefits of a cat, oh man, be all over. Have you seen the Oatmeal comic about murder cats? I'll post a link while I'm doing this. Oh crap, not these guys again. It's a great comic. Dut, 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 dut. Tap, tap. He didn't level up, did he? Hoping not. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have to worry about him leveling up. Hey, Psych! How's it going? Oh, that's too bad. I love Huskies. The best thing with Huskies is that, like, they're very intimidating. Well, one of the best things. There's many good things about them. They're very intimidating to people who don't know better. But, like, you know, if somebody broke into your house, they'd probably take them and be friendly and show them where all your nice things are. Oh, I see. Yeah, we had a Husky in the suburbs, so we had a big yard that she could run around in. Right. Yeah, my husky would escape from her kennel. She knew how to open it. Oh, this is what we wanted this whole time. There's the limit break. My favorite comic strip is Achewood, which a lot of people haven't heard of. Oh my god, it's amazing. Owe it to yourself to read it. You gotta give it some time. It's a lot of character-based humor. Yeah, no kidding, Zelda. Holy shit. If only we had ran into those first instead of like 4 gargoyles and a dragon. You'd just sit there and they'd fill you up real quick. Alright. So that's taken care of. Let's figure out, let's do our final setup here. So we know we want double cut. No, contain would be a waste of time. We can get rid of these now. We want time because you can slow Ruby Weapon. I think we want restore for region. I think that's it. I have not played Vagrant Story, which I understand is on the my list of sins. But I've heard it's very, very good. How long is a playthrough of Vagrant Story? Awesome, Sanguine. I like hard games. Alright, so we actually, when we get into this fight with Ruby Weapon, we don't want to use Omnislash right away. Gotcha. Can you tell me, like, of order? Is it, like, of order 30 hours, or...? I don't need Destruct. Let's sub that for... I almost forgot, that's a really important one. Sure, Gogums. Oh, is that howlongtobeat.com? That site's really great. Yeah, go ahead and post it. Oh, I'm gonna be struggling playing Mass Effect because whenever I played that game, I like unnecessarily 100% it. Like I go to every single explorable planet and I drive over every single meter of land until I found everything, which you don't need to do. It doesn't matter. But I've always done that, and I'm not going to do that today. I think I need... Do I need to have the car, maybe? Can I fly into it? I guess we'll find out here in a second. Let me save. I haven't used How Long to Beat enough. I looked into it once for a game. Yeah, I think it averages based on people's submitted clear times. Would be very helpful, and you can tell like the difference between 100%. I think I need the car. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. You can also do it with the car. Awesome. Yeah, I'm starting the first one here in about an hour and 15 minutes. For the many-th time. As you can tell, I'm a big Mass Effect fan. Okay. So, first things first. Let's throw a Dazers at him so he can't fuck with us. Or this is the hidden secret of Final Fantasy VII. I probably should have turned down the speed of the game. If we die, I can do that. The thought on turning down the speed is that we're already extremely fast from all like the speed ups and the haste we're gonna get from Big Guard and all that fun stuff, so humans can only react so quickly we'll lose some of the benefit of all of that speed if we're not careful. Yep. Ruby weapon and emerald weapon were not in the Japanese version. I think they released, there's like a international version that came out later. Uh-oh, that might kill me. We'll see. Let's cast Regen. We got one more hero drink to cast. I'll do both of them just to make sure. You know, so Regen's kind of taking the role of the healing there. Oh shit! Okay, I gotta reset. Sorry guys. I forgot to actually equip Omnislash. That's okay, we don't have to do too much. And fortunately I didn't find that out really far into the fight. And now I can fix the other problem too, so. You do all that, I'm like, oh, right, Omnislash. That's what all that grinding for limit was about. Oops. You don't need Omnislash to beat him, but it certainly helps. Alright, can you guys remind me what else I forgot to do? I said I was supposed to do something else at the beginning. I don't remember what it was now. Oh, and then then it resets the limit. Alright, okay. Fine, give me some time to think about the other thing I forgot. Shit. Thank you. I would have completely forgotten. I'm gonna do that right now. That's probably fine. Then I can react a little bit better. It's like I gotta throw my headset on the charger. But hopefully we'll get into a fight with one of those cool purple enemies that hit you really fast and wrap this up pretty quickly. Okay. I'll try to remember to throw on counterattack too. I gotta keep it off right now, but help me remember once we get our limit gauge filled back up. Son of a bitch. That might warrant a highlight. Come on, parasite guys. Come on, parasite guys. Parasite guys. Those are not the parasite guys. I've mentioned before that I'm like usually terrified of running in RPGs because I've played a couple that like track your run statistic. Final Fantasy V is one of them. There's like a brave sword and a chicken knife, and they do different amounts of damage depending on the number of times you've run away. Sometimes I forget that it's even an option in games. I'm just gonna hasten. hanging out. There's a way for me to reduce my own cast regen, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I can reduce my defense at all. Yeah, I don't think I can. That's okay, we'll just wait. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, Sanguine, like, I would forget running as possible just because I would never do it. So be like, dude, why don't you just run from that fight? I'm like, what? Run? That's a thing? So I'm trying to decide now, is this faster than... Maybe I can buff him. Can I give him a hero drink? Maybe that'll help. No, it's only on allies. That's too bad. It might be faster to just keep trying to get into a fight. Maybe I can turn myself into a frog. I think that's shrivel. Wait, no, that won't work. It won't work because he's got a ribbon equipped. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get into a fight with the parasites. We'll just run from anything that's not a parasite. Come on, dude, whoop my ass harder. What the hell? Come on, battle, battle, battle. Let's go battle. Come on, battle. Yes sir, yes sir. I'm gonna go try a ruby weapon without Knights of the Round. And then Mass Effect. Viewers choose the decisions. Come on, parasite dudes. How you been, Joe man? Fortunately, I can't just hit myself and gain limit break, which I feel like that resulted out of some iteration early in testing, right? I was like, hey, I can just fill my limit gauge. Oh my god. These are not the enemies I want to see. Say your prayers to RN Jesus. I will start Xenoblade as soon... Alright, here we go. As soon as I receive my capture card. I ordered it March 15th. Because remember, you need a new 3DS capture card. The new 3DS was just recently released. So I ordered that March 15th. Katsukitty has them on back order. Hopefully I'll get it sometime in May. But as soon as it comes in, I've got a box copy. It's sitting right over there. I just need to be able to capture it. It's Joe. Oh, butt. Alright, so help me out here. I've heard that, is it Baton Kaitos? I've heard of this game before. And I think it's an RPG, right? Because I've always mentally associated it with this weird game, I forget what system it was for, where you were like this baton that you'd have to rotate through a level. And I haven't been able to shake, I think it's because Baton sounds like baton. And they're not at all the same game. Joe Man, did you say you've never played Final Fantasy VI? That's your great sin. If you haven't, you should do that. Oh yeah, dude, look in, shit, that would've been a really good inspiration to play it. Get on FF6 immediately. Do a blind playthrough, you're not gonna find many people who do that. Getting there, almost. Yeah, this region keeps running even when the battle is a wait step. Alright, let's get out of here. Although Mind for Fitch, I think it's kind of good that he missed that part, because that's like the big holy shit reveal of Final Fantasy VI. No more battles on the way out, no more battles, no more battles. We're good, we don't need any more battles, no more battles. There we go, not a 1. Alright, Ruby Weapon Part 2. Put counterattack back, that was the other thing I was supposed to remember. What about the Missteel? Probably cover, question mark? The bad cover? With... counterattack, there it is. Huh. That's interesting, that's kind of like the card system, battle system in Chain of Memories, the Kingdom Hearts game for the GBA. I think it's a little bit different. The Bot and Kaitos version sounds like it's a little bit more robust. That sounds cool though. Yeah, Mind for Bitch. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad he didn't tune in at that part, because that's a great part. I wouldn't want that to be spoiled. It'd be really cool to watch in a blind playthrough. Okay, let's try this again. Round 2. Wait. Probably, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't just turn the battle speed like almost all the way down, since he's going to be so fast. That's, yeah, I think that's probably fine though. It gives us more time to react so that we can Dazers him. Yeah, for sure. At least Chrono Trigger level. I think I like FF6 better than Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger's great though. Okay, I think we're ready. Almost. Now we're ready. One attempt, it might actually take the whole hour. He has a lot of hit points. Let's see what we can do. Apples and oranges. They're close, but not quite. Chrono Trigger is pretty great. Yeah, that's fast enough, I think. Holy shit. We get those hero drinks going, we're gonna be in trouble. At least we know that his limit break will come up several times, I think. Fly my kite, how's it going? Oh, very good, Gogums. Yeah, good deal. It's a good thing you did that. Yes, you are. Alright, hero drink plus dazers, and I think we're ready. Depending on if the thing in the back hits me again. Oh, never mind. Hero drink elixir. Yeah, very good. Those are all great. I'm going to be doing Seiken Densetsu 3 live on stream once my friend Apex moves out here, which is going to be soonish. So I'd like to do that multiplayer with him and my wife. Sacred Sword is Secret of Mana 2. I think we're ready to Omnislash it up. We all have our sins, Gogums. Now's your chance to make up for them. That's as much damage as we're going to do with it, by the way. Yes, sir! 3-player, too. I could do it over net play, but it would be kind of laggy with me streaming at the same time, so... Look up how many hit points Ruby Weapon has. Ruby Weapon has 800,000 hit points. So each time we do that, we do 8,000 damage. So we gotta do that, what, 100 times? It's not too bad. Yeah, so 3-player net play works if you have 2 people on one side and a third person elsewhere. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for Apex to move out here, and we're just going to do it local on a live stream. I'll mic everybody, it'll be cool. Probably do Secret of Mana 1 too as 3-player. Don't tell me that, Kami. Ah. Got things to do in my life. I got books to read, got cultures to do, things to attend. The real thing I'm worried about here is Ultima. I think that's the thing that's the biggest threat to me. Can I like... Probably can't resort these. If I had the forethought, I would have moved them. The Dazer's trick is actually more useful if you have Knights of the Round, because the reason he's hard is that he counters Knights of the Round with Ultima, which usually will wipe your party. But if you use Dazers, he's paralyzed, he can't counterattack. You use a couple Knights of the Round and he's dead. Ooh, interesting, Kami. Class specific or you mean job specific? I still have to get used to the terminology. I think he's gonna come out of his Dazers here soon. Yeah. Cool. I wonder if being in the back row makes me take more damage from the thing in the back? I'm not sure. Would make sense. Oh, nice. Ah! Obviously 14. They gotta stop doing things right, man. I have a wife, one day I want to have kids. I have this excitement if we have kids, it'd be really cool to stream, like, doing the, you know, the Spelunky guy, the guy who got his kid raised up on old games first, so he had to, like, earn his way into new consoles. He started with Atari and NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Nintendo 64, and so on. I'd like to do that. Should probably keep Big Guard up. We're in danger if both Ruby Weapon and one of his things attacks at the same time. I'm excited for crafting. I've been doing some fishing off stream, just because that would be brutally boring to watch. It makes the controller vibrate, so you can do fishing while you're doing something else and just press the buttons as necessary when you feel a fish get hooked. Hell yeah, mine for fish. But I like walk around the apartment and like clean it up and do dishes and stuff while I'm holding my controller to fish in Final Fantasy XIV. Should start keeping count of how many times I've hit him. Like I said, it has to be about 100 times the amount of damage we're doing. There's an MP hit here soon. You have to wait for the barrier to run out before you can replenish it. Ooh, 2 crits. Still a pretty good risk of failing here, but the fact that we've got the speed turned down, that might have gotten us to fail anyway, so I'm glad we did that. Notice we've got plenty of time to react to him coming back out. Whereas as a computer character, if the speed's at maximum, he'll just go right away. It's more like 3 attacks before he comes out of it. Cool. I'm excited for it. I like good crafting systems. It's hard to do. I got to like level 5 cooking just kind of screwing around, and I like the UI and the way it tracks everything with progress. Yeah. And like having a resource like magic points, but for crafting, that's kind of cool. I think 1 more and then he comes out of it. And just wait for him to come out of it and get him immediately. Don't think you can do more than 4 hero drinks, but just for fun, if I'm going to be W iteming and there's nothing else to use it on. So let's count how many attacks we get out of him this time. Ooh, you know, I think we actually want to hero drink and then Dazer, because while the animation's going on the other one, he's coming out of the Dazer. 2. I think it's 3, and then we should just wait on the 4th one. Oh, it might be 4. I think it's 4, actually. Being overly cautious here. Oh shit, that might kill us. Cross your fingers, folks. Nope, we're okay. Cool. Alright, slash it up. It's only 1,000 per hit, but I think he hits like 25 times or something. It's a big number. Nice. Actually, I wasn't expecting this to go so well, so I don't really have a plan for handling Emerald Weapon. Because I think we want to have W Summon and Mime. We can get Mime after this pretty easily. It's one of the things you can use the Gold Chocobo for, but getting W Summon would require a long time grinding in the battle arena, which I'm not sure I want to do. We could just deal with not having it. I've got 2 Missteals, which is a good count. Yeah, so that's 4. Fun Dazer in him. We'll go ahead and drop another Mighty Guard. We did that in the wrong order again, but that's okay. That's 1. We do 4. Hero Drinks totally cap out at 4. You notice the damage hasn't been going up since then. 3. This will be 4, and then we can get ready with the Dazers. Nice timing. One. 2. Actually doesn't have that much MP. I wonder if it's viable to drain his MP so he can't ultimate you. 3. Let's just use Big Guard for 4. I don't think it can refill if it's not all the way empty. Ah, oh, shit, it was still partially up. It's okay. Oh, that Missteal in action. Missteal doesn't say on the item, but it gives all enemies like a 50% chance to miss with every attack. It's a super important speedrunner item. Alright, so back to redoing Big Guard. That's 1. I'm gonna get 3 more. One more, and then we gotta get ready with Dazers. Dazer's trick is now well known on the internet. It was not when game first came out. Everybody said, no, you should like Quadra summon Bahamut Zero or something like that. It's 1, 2, Oh, cat hype, by the way. Hey, Polly. He's hungry. It's 3, right? That was 3. It's not gonna get us killed, so... Yeah, that was 3. Fixer first, then yeah. I kind of wanted it to hit me so we could get another Omnislash off. It's okay. One. Experimenting with different timings on Big Guard. I feel like it would make more sense to cast it 4th so that it's always ready when he comes out of Dazer. 3. Although I also don't know if we need it. It might be excessive. Nice. So Kami, question for you about Final Fantasy 14, if you're still there. As I've been getting into fishing, I'm running into an inventory space problem, which I know will be alleviated a little bit once we get a retainer later in the game. But in the meantime, is there anything stopping me and my friends from mailing each other a bunch of items and just sitting on the unopened mail and sending them back to each other once we unlock retainers later? Or should I just start throwing stuff out? Hey King Sticks, welcome. Here for a riveting battle against Ruby Weapon. Beating him without Knights of the Round. Is there anything that I should really try to hold on to from fishing that matters? I've been doing that. It looks like casting Big Guard on the 4th one is correct. Yeah, I've saw that with the fishing loaves. How do you pronounce it, by the way? Is it supposed to be levy or lev? I'm like, is it lev meat? Lev meat? It's more Square Enix's unusual naming conventions. Leaves. That helps. Leave meat? Come on. Come on, buddy. There we go. So many memories. King 6, when's the last time you played this game? Got it. If you're actually heading out, thanks, Kami. Oh, got it. Oh, interesting. It's like Magix with a K. Is that a Fox thing? Koji Fox? No, he likes archaic spellings and words, which is cool. Hey, Murph! Murph! How's it going? Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. That was less bad. He's done that before. It certainly looked like it was going to be more dangerous than that. It's actually the same here, King 6. I've certainly started this game a lot more times than I've beaten it. So I know Disc 1 super well. Probably beaten the game 10 times or so, but it's been 5 or more years since I actually played it to fruition last. One, two, then on 4 we gotta use Big Guard. 3. Big Guard. His total hit points are 800,000. I haven't been keeping track of how many times I've quadruple cut him, but we do about 8,000 per quadruple cut. So it should be about 100 times attacking before he dies, not including the Omnislashes we get occasionally. And those counterattacks that we get occasionally. We get 3 hits per dazers. I guess I could have counted my dazers and figured it out that way, but we're close. Doesn't look like he does anything that can one-shot us, so that's good. My 100 hits also doesn't include the assumption of critting occasionally. I have never beat him this way. I've always gotten Knights of the Round. But this is, believe it or not, way faster than like grinding out chocobo racing for many, many hours. I lost count. I think we're okay though. We just wait here. I think I was on 3 rather than 4, so I missed an attack. That's okay. I'm surprised that was the MP hit. Very good. Hooray for Twitch. We just got done with the Final Fantasy VI block. Final Fantasy VII today for another 30 minutes, and then Mass Effect. We're starting a brand new game, one of my favorite games of all time. If you're a fan of RPGs, you should check it out. And the viewers are going to make all the big decisions, including like character generation decisions. Damn Murph. Yeah, I had more trouble with Ruby Weapon as a kid than I did with Emerald Weapon until one of my friends just started using random items on him and found out that dazers paralyzed him. And then it was easy mode after that. Because then you can just use Knights of the Round on him and he can't counterattack with Ultima. It's okay. Getting closer to filling up my gauge. Actually remember to do Big Guard. You see, this is why I said this is only going to be a single attempt, because it's like 30 minutes. Hooray! Alright! I'm glad that worked! I wasn't sure that was going to work. Like I said, I don't have a plan for Emerald Weapon now, so... Alright. Oh, look at all that AP that we're not using. Sweet. We did it, Reddit! Yes! No shit. I'm saving right now. Woo! Alright, let's actually I was trying to save, but I pressed triangle too excitedly while I was landing. Thank you. Alright. Did it, team. Let's go to Calm, and I'll save there. World first Ruby Weapon. Okay, so if I actually want to attempt Emerald Weapon, there's a couple things I have to do. I guess before I even have to worry about that, I may as well grab my gold chocobo and... Oh, I skipped Calm, didn't I? I may as well go grab my gold chocobo and then go get all the chocobo items like the Mime Materia, but I definitely need to go get the underwater Materia. Which is a little bit out of the way. I have to res them first? Man, doesn't sleeping in a tent bring them back to life? Come on, game. This is America. I thought this was localized for America. We're lazy. Alright, so we're gonna go get our gold chocobo. We're gonna check out all the gold chocobo exclusive areas. Didn't have to do any chocobo racing. What a delight. Actually, I enjoy grinding for chocobos, but it's not something I'd like to do on stream because, oh my god, it's not fun to watch. Where's this dude's house? Oh, you. There you go. Marstead takes out Ruby Weapon. Cloud alone can't, like, go downstairs when he wants to. Up here? He might be here. In one of these houses. Oh, it's not here. It's the thing that finally kills Cloud at the end of the game. He finds a flight of stairs he can't handle. Gives in. It was totally the middle one, wasn't it? Check it. It's not dog guy. It's a guy who's all alone in the house. Like in the before Meteor shows up, he's like, "Oh, the world's pretty great." Now he's like, "Now I'm upset." It's this house, isn't it? Too many stairs. Game over. What's up, old man? I don't know why you have all this sweet shit. Yes. Hey girl, hey! So this is usually a waste of time. What? What the hell's in the stable? God, I'm just praying I'm not screwed. Yeah. What the shit is this? There's something in the stable. Get rid of it. I don't need that crap. Yeah, so usually I'll beat Ruby Weapon second by using Knights of the Round on him and make short work of him, but then they give me a gold chocobo and I'm like, oh great, I've got another gold chocobo. He's actually not a very well statted one, like he intentionally has very bad racing stats, so if you wanted to cheese the races, you can't with him. If you raise one yourself from wonderful status, then it's amazing. You almost can't lose, except against the rival guy with the hat. The black chocobo. I don't know what you have in this stable, buddy, but I'm not happy with you. Do I have to, like, go to the chocobo ranch and talk about it first or something? Okay. And delaying my gratification. Mind Provision, I like the idea that he doesn't die from stairs because he, like, falls on them, but that just he can't take it. He goes into a coma shock. Radiant Historia. Ooh, cool, man. I'm excited for DS games when I get that capture card. There's so many good titles that are difficult for most people to stream because DS capture equipment is expensive, but one of my first big investments I put into it was pre-ordering that. You've seen that GIF pops up every now and then of like this dog that's been obedience trained and they're like holding a cupcake in front of him and he's got this blank coma stare and it like flashes to like that famous picture from the Vietnam War. Like it's like that whenever Cloud sees stairs. Talk to Grandpa. Yeah, I'm excited to do World Ends With You on stream. It's a game a lot of people haven't seen, and it might do them best to experience it vicariously, because I already have the like rhythm down of top and bottom screen. Sure. think that's probably good, right? That gives us the stable now. Alright, let's go back to calm, get our gold chocobo. Give me your chocobo, Gramps. Oh, sweet. Let's do the obvious. Cool. I beat Ruby Weapon, and we just got a gold chocobo. Here, I found that gif. Cloud, when he sees stairs, mine for fish. There's a kind of not safe for work picture of the girl running away from the napalm in Vietnam, if you know that picture. Or Clord seeds stairs, I should be correct there. Alright, let's go to the lobby. Let's go get our chocobo. Yeah, I don't know the origin of the game. I think it was like some TV show where they're like obedience training bad dogs, and it's demonstrating that the dog has been sharply trained not to eat the cupcakes. Welcome back, sir. You're in time for Mass Effect in 24 minutes. So how do I get it? Do I have to like go talk to it at the ranch first? Must have to do that. I've never gotten a chocobo this way. It's always been the grind, catching a wonderful chocobo. Oh, Kami, I just saw your thing about DS having amazing RPGs. Yeah, man, like... It was one of those systems, Nintendo makes late bloomer systems, and they have since I'd say the DS. Or even the Game Boy Advance. Like, the initial launch titles for the DS were not very exciting, but holy crap, at the end of the day, it ended up having a very impressive lineup. Hey girl, hey! Get on my airship! Oh my god! I just ride it onto the airship? Maybe that's what I have to do. What Boko is the classic Choco name. Interesting, I can't ride it, I think, because I have my config set differently. One sec. Let's try it again. That's a bug at some point in this game. If you change the default controls, it gets confused on these maps. Yeah. It wouldn't let me press my confirm button. And when I pressed my version of the cancel button, which it wanted, it canceled out. back now that I'm thinking about it. Don't ever need to get another one, so. There we go. Alright, we know where we're going first. No question about that. Is it too late for me to go get the underwater materia? It's like in Juneau on the way to where the submarine is, right? There's like an underwater area down there where I can morph a ghost ship or something. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Non-negotiable. Okay, cool. What's up? Knights of the Round. Right. I'm gonna go get the rest of them. Got it, cool. Let's go get the other chocobo things. I don't remember where all of them are, but I think smart, we can figure it out. Bunch of areas where the airship can't land and buggy can't take you to. I'm basically going to go to any landmass that I can see. It's a shame you can't take the chocobo into the North Crater. It's around here somewhere. I think there's one in this continent. It may all be on the other continent. Idcarzolam. It's not over here, that's the Temple of the Ancients. We can check the Medial. There's one off the coast from Medial that's like supposed to be for the shallow water chocobo. Oh, it's by the hidden temple? Okay, I'll head back to it, thank you. Good looking out, Murph. There's totes one over here. Oh, okay. Then yeah, that's the one I'm going to right now. This guy. There's one by Cosmo Canyon too. I don't remember if there's another one that I'm forgetting. I think this one is the... Usually you need the black chocobo to get it. Quadra magic. Is there another one that I'm forgetting, or is it just those two? The other one's Mime, I think. I don't think there's one in the northern continent or on the Wutai. Oh, there might be one in the Wutai continent. Oh shit! Not the Midgarzolum. Midgarzormir. Who's in Final Fantasy XIV, by the way. It was in a cutscene that we watched. If you go and watch the VOD from it, it's pretty cool. Doesn't look like a big snake, it's a much bigger, like, dragon creature. Yes, sir. Endgame OP materia. I just Sephiroth that World Serpent. Cool, Kami. Midgard Zormir. means Midgar serpent or world serpent. It's also known as Jormungand in Norse mythology. It is the serpent that circles the globe, and it is prophesied that at Ragnarok it will kill Thor. Thor will kill it as well. It's one of the monstrous children of Loki. And I think I've only ever seen it in 7 and 11, I guess now 14. Maybe there's another one. Yeah, Kami, I think we're gonna change our mind and just go full on main story so we can get more stuff unlocked. Oh, there's still another one. Oh, let me look it up. I think is it Wutai? I think it's Wutai. Cave near Wutai. Black Chocobo. Okay. Wutai, as my wife says. D-Rock, I was talking to Andrea, and she was like, man, it's great. I don't even have to type. D-Rock says what I'm gonna say. I'm like, yeah, we got a bromance. Next time we're in Boston, maybe we'll hit you up. My sister-in-law lives out there, Andrea's sister Lisa. Alright. Down here, right? Probably? Question mark? Ish. Cave near Wutai. Did you ever make it to Cane's, dude? Cane's is this like chicken finger restaurant that we do not have where I live currently. If you've never been to one and you Google it and it turns out there's one near you, I would ask that you would visit it. Enjoy some for me. It's really good. Is it north of Wutai, maybe? I see a little bit of an island, a wisp of an island up there. No? Oh, it must be in this mountain range. Like, it's gotta be like a cave that's behind one of these mountains, since you need the green chocobo usually to get it. Sure. How much of a spoiler is it? I guess let me know what exactly it's spoiling first. Oh, I see the cave now. There it is. Normally we'd have to master the Mime Materia, but maybe we can get around that. Oh, there's stuff that you can miss permanently? Am I following you correctly on that? Or you mean quests that we should get to quickly? Is that what you mean? Okay, sure. Yeah, so it's like saying, hey, at this level you get this, at this level you get that. Like the die quest, which was a side quest? Sure. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. I appreciate it. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, that's actually very helpful. I'll just only look at like the level that we've reached. I think he typed that before he knew that I was going to say, yeah, go ahead and post it. Kami, you should give him a let me Google that for you link. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and get the underwater materia first of all. kind of need to master the Mime Materia, but god, that would take a long time. That's like 100, well, it's like 33 magic pots. I'm just gonna give Emerald Weapon one try. I'm happy that we beat Ruby Weapon. I've always thought he was harder. If we die, it's no big deal. So basically, if we do that, then someone gets both Mime and Knights of the Round. We use a bunch of hero drinks on them. We throw a region on them, and then we use Knights of the Round for as long as we can. Maybe we die in the process, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and get the underwater material, just at least show off the fight. Okay, I guess. 10 gil, man. Oh man, I wish I was in an office that had loud Nerf guns. I had a really unfun office and no one knew what I was into or what I did. Everybody was about 30 years older than me. One sec, I'll be right back. Just kick back on a Nerf gun? Yeah, highway robbery. That's right, I'm over now. That's awesome, Sanguine. That sounds like a really good atmosphere to be in. Shit, where the hell was this thing? It's right here, right? No. False. Is it up? It's up. Nope. With 9 minutes left, I don't think we're going to get to Emerald Weapon proper, but we might be able to go get the underwater materia that we need for the fight. Let's see. Need morph, right? That's awesome, Sanguine. Let's do I have counterattack somewhere. Sub that for gravity. Super Soakers, man. You can just take me down. I remember Super Soakers would kind of lose their charm when someone would just cheat and just like use the hose. Be like, dude. Someone using the hose when you're trying to have a Super Soakers match is like you're playing like, I don't know, Diablo 2 and a hacker shows up and just dupes all the items and drops them on the floor. It ruins the illusion. Oh, I gotta turn the speed back up, holy shit. Oh yeah, the backpack one? There we go. So I'll max it out, because it's gonna matter for Emerald Weapon, and I won't remember next time we play. Hey, it's gonna need a save point. Yeah, backpack full of water, that's pretty heavy. It's like having a minigun. Yes sir, yes sir. Although in 7 minutes we're going to another classic, we're playing Mass Effect. I'd say it's a classic now, I think it's over 10 years old. close to it anyway. Looks like one, maybe 2006 or 7. It's not. This is where we fight the ghost ship, I believe. Pretty sure I'm in the right place. Holy shit! Good workout, I guess, for a kid. Okay. So if I had been smart, I would have just picked it up when we were here the first time, but I completely forgot about. I just blinked on where you get the underwater materia. This guy. Cool. Oh, did that not work? That would be frustrating if it doesn't. Yeah, lame. He's immune to it. Do I have another way to reduce his health without just insta-killing him? I guess I could have Red 13 hit him, I think he would do less damage. Oh, I guess that's fine. I forgot, I thought Morph just like... Yeah, that seems fine. I thought Morph just like captured them like a Pokeball. Oh shit, that's not good. Well, shit. I only have one Morph. Right, punch the monkey. Gotta know what a crumpet is to understand cricket. Jose Canseco bat? Please, tell me you didn't pay money for this. I was hoping Sid would be able to mime it. No such luck. I'm gonna start the first thing for Mass Effect while we got some time here. Let me type that out here in 1 sec. Go. 2 minutes to cast your votes. Six hours, that sounds about right. You gotta do vote 2, so I'll cast my vote. Whoops, I screwed it up. There we go. Really, no FemShep love. Okay. I know, right? Way to go, me. Yeah, so male is winning by 4-2. It's vote 1 if you want female shepherd, vote 2 if you want male shepherd. You want to say female shepherd, 2 more votes. I'll cast a tie-breaking vote again. Cool, my actual shepherd is male shepherd. It'll be actually weird making him with a different face, because I'll have stream input on that. It's like whenever I hear that voice actor, I just associate it with the shepherd that I made 7 years ago or whatever. See ya, Kami. Oh man, a tie! At the last second! 4-4, male to female. I call it, it'll be female shepherd. Cool. Hell yeah! Alright, so next one. Oh, 1 sec, let me finish this fight. Oh shit. Well, we'll get it next time. Femshep's pretty great. Oh, sweet! Oh, you gotta see Mass Effect, man. I'm so excited for you guys to see this game. It's my favorite. Such a good RPG. It's got such a cool story. Okay, so let me get that spun up. Of course, I gotta go feed the cats real quick, so let me hit back this save point. I'm gonna go hit the save point, and then I'm gonna start Mass Effect so you can enjoy the pretty opening screen and background music. And then we'll do character creation. Let me give you another poll here before we start. So there's different origins you can have. You can be a spacer, a colonist, or an earthborn. This is like what you did when you grew up. So earthborn is someone who like grew up as like a street rat on Earth. They were kind of like into crime and stuff, and they're like an orphan, and eventually they joined the military. Colonist is someone who left their home to go live on some other planet other than Earth. I think their family's still alive, but that was kind of their upbringing. And then a spacer is someone who traveled with their parents like around to different places all the time, kind of bouncing around. So that'll be the vote in a second. So that's spacer, colonist, and earthborn. That. Let me go get Mass Effect started over here.